Hey, 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 English learners! What's up, superstars? Welcome, welcome, welcome to another super exciting video. If you're here, it means you're ready to level up your English, right? And let me tell you, you've come to the right place. Today, we're going to tackle something super important, something that can feel a little, tricky sometimes. We're talking about IELTS Speaking Part 2, sample questions and answers. But don't you worry, not even for a second. We're going to break it down, make it simple, and turn you into a speaking champion. Are you ready for this? I know you are. Let's go! All right, so IELTS Speaking Part 2, what is it? Basically, they give you a topic like a little card, and you get 1 minute to think about it. Just 1 minute? Then you got to talk for 1 to 2 minutes. Sounds like a lot, right? But it's totally doable. Think of it like telling a story to your friend. You know, like when you're super excited about something and you just can't stop talking? Yeah, exactly like that. We're going to make it easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, before we jump into our first question, I want you to remember something super important. Every single word you learn, every sentence you practice, it's like building muscle. And today, we're hitting the English gym. So get ready to flex those language muscles because by the end of this video, you're going to feel stronger, more confident and ready to conquer anything. You're a champion, remember that. Let's kick things off with our first question. Are you ready? Get your thinking caps on. Here it is.
Question 1. Describe a place you would like to visit in the future. You should say where this place is, how you know about it, what you would do there, and explain why you would like to visit this place.
All right, you've got 1 minute to think. Imagine you're just chilling, sipping on your favorite drink, and someone asks you this. What comes to mind? Think about the place, why it's cool, what you'd do there. Just let your imagination run wild. Don't overthink it. Just feel it. Okay, time's up. Now, I want you to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. You can even talk to your screen or to your pet or to a plant. Just get those words out. Remember, practice makes perfect. And even if it's not perfect, it's still progress. And progress is what we're all about here. Go on, you got this. Wow, you did amazing. I can literally feel your energy from here. Give yourself a pat on the back. Seriously, do it. Because every time you try, every time you speak, you're getting closer to your dreams. Don't ever forget that. You're building your future, one English word at a time. And that's something to be super proud of. Now let's talk about how you could answer this question. Remember, there's no one right answer. It's your story. But I'll give you an example just to get those ideas flowing, and I'm going to try to make it sound super real, like I'm just chatting with you, okay? Sample answer 1. Describe a place you would like to visit in the future. Okay, so a place I'd absolutely love to visit in the future? That's an easy one for me. It's got to be Kyoto, Japan. Man, I've been dreaming about that place for ages. Like seriously, ages. How do I know about it? Well, you know how sometimes you just stumble upon something and it just clicks? That's Kyoto for me. I've seen so many documentaries, like the ones with the super calm voices, showing all the old temples and gardens. And then there's the anime. Yeah, I'm a bit of a fan. And some of my favourite shows, they're set there. You see these beautiful traditional buildings and it just makes you go, whoa, I gotta see that in real life. What would I do there? Oh man, where do I even begin? First, I'd totally hit up all the famous spots like Fushimi Inari Taisha. You know, the one with the thousands of red gates. I'd probably spend like half a day just walking through those, taking a million pictures. And then Kinkaku-ji, the Golden Pavilion. It's literally a temple covered in gold. Can you imagine? It's like something out of a fairy tale. But it's not just about the famous stuff. I'd love to just wander around, get a little bit lost, you know. Find those tiny, hidden streets, maybe stumble into a super old tea house and try a traditional tea ceremony. I'd also be all about the food. Seriously, I'd eat everything. Ramen, sushi, tempura. My stomach is rumbling just thinking about it. And if I could, I'd try to catch a glimpse of a geisha in the Gion district. That would be like a once-in-a-lifetime moment. And why do I want to visit this place? This is where it gets a little, deep. For me, Kyoto isn't just a city. It's like a living, breathing history book. In our world, everything moves so fast, right? We're always rushing, always connected. But Kyoto, it feels like a place where time slows down, where ancient traditions are still super important. It's a place where you can just breathe and feel and connect with something really old and beautiful. It's not just a trip. It feels like it would be a journey for my soul. Like I'd come back a different person, More calm, more inspired. It's a place that calls to me. See, that wasn't so bad, was it? You just tell your story from your heart, and that's the secret to speaking English well. It's not about perfect grammar every single time. It's about connecting, about sharing who you are. And you're doing an amazing job. Keep that fire burning inside you. You're a natural storyteller, even if you don't know it yet. All right, let's get ready for question number 2. Question 2. Describe a person who has had a significant influence on your life. You should say who this person is, how you met them, what qualities they possess, and explain why they have been so influential. All right, another minute on the clock. Think about someone who really made a difference in your life. Someone who, changed things for you. It could be anyone. A teacher, a family member, a friend, even someone you met just once but left a big impression. Don't stress, just let the memories flow. Okay, time to shine. Talk for 1 to 2 minutes. Remember, this is your story, your person. Share why they matter to you. Speak from the heart. You're doing awesome. Keep that momentum going. Seriously, you are crushing it. Every time you open your mouth and share your thoughts in English, you're not just practicing a language, you're building confidence. You're showing yourself how strong and capable you are. And that, my friend, is a superpower. Keep believing in yourself because we believe in you. Now, let's give you an example of how you could talk about someone special. Again, just an idea to get your own creative juices flowing. Listen closely for how we connect the ideas, okay? Sample answer 2. Describe a person who has had a significant influence on your life. Okay, so a person who really influenced my life, that would definitely be my high school English teacher, Mr. Harrison. Man, I met him when I was like 14 in my first year of high school, and let me tell you, back then I was not exactly thrilled about school, especially English. I thought it was all just boring books and grammar rules. Boy, was I wrong. How did I meet him? Well, he was just my English teacher, right? But he wasn't just a teacher. He was different. He had this way of making everything interesting, like he'd tell jokes, he'd act out scenes from plays, he'd even bring in weird props sometimes. It was never boring in his class, never. He'd say things like, "Grammar is just the GPS for your words." And suddenly it made sense. What qualities did he have? Oh, so many. First, he was super passionate about what he taught. You could just feel it. He loved books, he loved writing, and he made us love it too. He wasn't just teaching us what to think, he was teaching us how to think. He was also incredibly patient. Like, if you didn't get something, he wouldn't make you feel dumb. He'd just find another way to explain it. And he had this amazing sense of humour. He could make the whole class laugh, even on a Monday morning. And why was he so influential? Because he saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. Before his class, I thought I was just, average at English. But he pushed me. He encouraged me to write more, to read more, to speak up in class. He made me believe that my ideas mattered. He showed me that words have power and that telling your story is super important. Because of him, I actually started loving English. I mean, who knew, right? From hating it to loving it. He didn't just teach me English, he taught me to be more confident, to be curious, and to find my own voice. He really, truly changed the direction of my life. He was more than a teacher. He was a mentor, a guide, a friend, and I'm so, so grateful for him. See how a simple question can open up a whole world of stories? That's the magic of language, my friends. And you have so many amazing stories inside you, just waiting to be told. Don't ever let anyone tell you your English isn't good enough. It is.
All right, let's hit up question number 3.
Are you ready for another challenge? I know you are. Question 3. Describe a memorable event from your childhood. You should say what the event was, when and where it happened, who you were with, and explain why it was so memorable. All right, let's take a trip down memory lane. Think back to when you were a little kid. What's one memory that just, pops into your head? Something super clear, super special. It could be funny, a little bit scary, or just really heartwarming. You've got 1 minute to dig deep into that memory bank. Go! Okay, time to share. For 1 to 2 minutes, tell us all about that memorable childhood event. Don't worry about every single detail, just paint a picture with your words. Let us feel what you felt. This is your chance to relive a happy moment, or maybe even a funny one. You're doing great. Keep that energy up. Every single one of us has these amazing stories inside. And when you share them in English, you're not just speaking a language, you're sharing a piece of your heart, a piece of your life. That's powerful stuff. So keep practicing, keep sharing, because your story matters. And your English is getting stronger with every word. Now, let me tell you about one of my most memorable childhood events. This one always makes me smile, even now. Here we go. Sample answer 3. Describe a memorable event from my childhood. Oh man, a memorable event from my childhood. There are so many, but one that always sticks out is this family camping trip we took. I must have been like 8 years old. It was during the summer holidays, and we went to this national park. It was about a 3-hour drive from our house, way out in the middle of nowhere, with these huge trees and a super clear lake. It was my first time camping, ever, so everything felt like a giant adventure. I was with my mum, my dad, my older brother, and even my grandparents came along. We set up our tent right next to this little stream. I remember watching my dad and grandpa trying to put up the tent, and it was like a comedy show. They were fumbling with poles, and the tent kept falling over. We were all just laughing so hard. The air smelled like pine trees, and you could hear all these little animal sounds. It was so different from the city. During the day, we'd go hiking in the woods. My brother and I would pretend we were explorers looking for hidden treasures. We even saw a deer once. And then we'd swim in the lake. It was freezing, like super cold, but it felt so good after hiking. In the evenings, that was the best part. We'd sit around a campfire, roasting marshmallows until they were all gooey and golden. My grandma, she was the best storyteller. She'd tell us these amazing tales under the stars, and it felt like magic. Oh, why was it so memorable? Because it was just pure, you know? No phones, no TV, just us, together, in nature. It was about connecting. I learned how to help gather firewood, how to start a fire. It made me feel so grown up. But more than anything, it was the feeling of being completely present with my family, just sitting there by the fire, listening to the crickets, feeling the warmth of everyone around me. It was simple, but it was everything. It made me fall in love with the outdoors, and it showed me what real quality time feels like. It's a memory that always brings a smile to my face and a warmth to my heart. See how powerful memories can be? And how can you use them to tell an amazing story in English? You have so many incredible experiences inside you, just waiting to be shared. Don't ever doubt your ability to express them. You're doing an incredible job, and I'm so proud of the progress you're making. Keep that positive energy flowing. All right, are you ready for question number 4? Let's keep this momentum going. Question 4. Describe a skill you would like to learn. You should say what the skill is, how you would learn it, what challenges you might face, and explain why you want to learn this skill. Okay, time for a new challenge. We all have things we wish we could do, right? Like maybe play the guitar, or speak another language, or even juggle. What's that one skill you've always thought, man, I really want to learn that? Take a minute. Picture yourself doing it. What is it? Pause for 1 minute. All right, your minute's up. Now tell us all about it for 1 to 2 minutes. What skill is it? How would you go about learning it? What might be tough about it? And why do you want to learn it so badly? Remember, no pressure. Just share your dreams. You're doing awesome. Keep that voice strong. Every time you think about learning something new, you're already taking the first step. That's courage. And that's what learning English is all about too. It's about being brave enough to try, even when it feels a little scary. You're doing that right now, and that's amazing. Keep that curious spirit alive. So for me, there's this one skill that I've been eyeing for a while. It's something that feels a bit like magic, actually. Let me tell you about it. Okay, so a skill I'd absolutely love to learn. It's coding, specifically in Python. Yeah, I know it sounds super techie, right? But hear me out. It's like learning a secret language that lets you talk to computers. And computers, they can do some pretty cool stuff. How would I learn it? Well, I've tried a little bit here and there, watching some YouTube videos, doing a few online puzzles. But to really learn it, I think I'd need to do a proper online course. Like one of those ones where they give you homework and everything. And then, the most important part, I'd just start making stuff. Even tiny things. Like a little program that tells me what the weather is, or something that helps me organise my favourite cat videos. Because they say the best way to learn coding is by actually coding. It's like learning to ride a bike. You can read all the books, but you've got to get on and pedal. What challenges might I face? Oh man, a bunch. First, it can be super frustrating when your code doesn't work. It's like trying to solve a puzzle and you're missing a piece, and the computer just keeps saying, nope. And sometimes it feels like everyone else knows all the answers and you're just sitting there like, what's a loop again? But I think the biggest challenge would be just sticking with it, especially when it gets tough. It's easy to give up when things are hard, right? But that's when you gotta push through. And why do I want to learn this skill? Because it feels like a superpower in today's world. Seriously, being able to tell a computer what to do, to make it build something for you, even something small, that's just so cool. It's like being a magician but with a keyboard. And also, it helps you think in a really clear, logical way. It's like a brain workout. Plus, it opens up so many doors. You can build websites, make games, even help scientists with their research. It's a skill that lets you create, and that's something I really, really want to do. It's about understanding the world around us better and maybe, just maybe, making a little bit of it myself. Isn't that awesome? Thinking about what you want to learn and then just going for it. That's the spirit we need. Remember, every big journey starts with a single step, and you're taking those steps right now, just by listening and learning. Keep that fire in your belly, because you're capable of amazing things. All right, we're on to our last question for today. Are you ready to finish strong? I know you are. Question 5. Describe a gift you received that was special to you. You should say what the gift was, who gave it to you, when you received it, and explain why it was special to you. All right, last one. Let's end on a warm, fuzzy note. Think about a gift you got that wasn't just like a present, but something truly special. Something that made you feel really good or had a great story behind it. It doesn't have to be expensive, just meaningful. You've got 1 minute to remember that special gift. Go. Okay, time to share. For 1 to 2 minutes, tell us about that special gift. What was it? Who gave it to you? When did you get it? And the most important part, why was it so special? Let your heart speak. You've done so well with all the other questions. This one's going to be a breeze. every time you share a personal story, you're not just practicing English, you're building a connection. You're showing the world who you are. And that's what language is all about, connecting with people. You're doing an incredible job, and I'm so proud of how far you've come. Keep shining. Now for my example of a special gift. This one means a lot to me, so listen up.
Friendly.
Okay, so a gift that was super special to me, it was a vintage film camera. Yeah, like one of those old school ones where you put film in it and you have to get it developed. It's a Canon AE1 program from like the 1980s. Super cool. Who gave it to me? This is the best part. It was from my grandpa. He was like a huge photography buff his whole life. Always had a camera in his hand, snapping pictures of everything. He gave it to me on my 18th birthday. We were at his house and he just handed me this wrapped box. It was kind of heavy and I was like, what is this? A brick? But then I opened it and there it was in its original leather case with a few rolls of film. It was just, wow. Why was it special? Because it wasn't just a camera, it was his camera. He had used it for years, taking pictures of our family, of places he travelled. Every scratch on it, every little bit of wear told a story. When he gave it to me, it felt like he was passing on a piece of himself, a piece of his passion. He always encouraged me to be creative, and this was his way of saying, go create, kiddo. It was like inheriting a treasure, not just an object. And you know what? In this world where everything is digital and we take a million photos on our phones, using that film camera is totally different. You really have to think about each picture. Is this the right light? Is this the right moment? And then you have to wait to get the film developed. It's like a little surprise party when you finally see the pictures. It taught me patience, and it made me appreciate the art of photography so much more. Motivational. It's a gift that keeps on giving. Because every time I use it, I feel connected to him. It's a beautiful reminder of his love and his influence on my life. And that, my friends, is the power of a story, the power of a gift, and the power of your English. You just shared 5 amazing stories, 5 pieces of your life, all in English. Give yourself a huge round of applause. You are incredible. You are capable. And you are going to absolutely crush your English goals. Keep practicing, keep believing. And remember, every single word you speak is a step towards your dreams. You got this. We believe in you. That's all for today, superstars. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next awesome lesson. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.